What's going on, guys? Rookie Smash here and welcome back to another video. So today is a special day. We finally reached 100 subscribers after a long time. I want to thank all the people who subscribe to my channel and are showing good support. And soon there will be a giveaway, the first giveaway of our channel. So stay tuned for that. And from today onwards, I am going to start a special series on how to use the Arduino Uno. Many people are using these boards nowadays, making robots, cars, etc. So I thought, why can't we make a good series? So today I am going to show you what Arduino Uno is. This is the old one. So this is the base which I used to stick on a surface so that static electricity is not created. Hence it may just destroy my board. Then I am going to show how to upload a program into the Arduino Uno. It will be a simple program, a blink from the basics examples of the Arduino Uno, and I am going to show all the components which will be required. So to start, the Arduino Uno board has a microcontroller right over here. You can see if my camera just focuses. It has a Atmega 328P chip which controls everything over here. Mine is on a base or the socket which protects it from burning down. So for example, if this board just burns, nothing will happen to the chip, just the downer socket will burn. Then these are the RX and TX, which are the signal pins while using a Bluetooth module and all. These LEDs show whether the data is receiving or not. Here we have a WIN, which is an input, so you can power the Arduino board through batteries, 9 volt. Here is a 12 volt wall adapter. You can just power 12 volts. Here you can connect this to your laptop, PC or mobile, and then you can just program anything. Then over here is ground pin. There are 2 ground pins here. One is over here. Then one is 5 volt pin and a 3.3 volts pin, so you can power sensors, modules, whichever you use. Here there is a reset pin which will help us to reset the whole board in case something goes wrong. Here are the digital pins through which you can take output and also give input signals, etc. The TX and RX are 0 and 1, which are the signal pin, as I told before. Here are the analog pins through which you can take analog input from sensors, modules, etc. Now I will head on to my PC and show you how to install the software and how to run your first program on the Arduino board. Once you click the link in the description to download the software, you will be taken to this site called arduino.cc/en main software. So now what you have to do is scroll down and over you will see download the Arduino IDE software. So just if you are a Windows user, click on Windows installer for Windows 7 and up. If you are a Mac OS one, click here. And for Linux, here are the 4 links on the basis of which PC Linux version you are using. Just click on any 4 of these. Now as I use a Windows PC, I will click on Windows installer and the server will load and you will be taken to contribute to download the Arduino software. Just scroll down and click on just download and the downloading should begin. Now I already have downloaded the Arduino IDE software, so I'm not going to do that. After purchasing the Arduino Uno board, you will get a wire just like this. It will have 2 ends. This end will go into the Arduino board. This one will go into the USB hub of your PC, or you can use a connector and plug it into your phone. Now, the size of the wire doesn't matter, so let me just plug it in here, and as you can see, the power LED glows on, which means it is responding, and also it is giving a signal to the Arduino Uno software that I am connected. Now let us head on to the software and do some programming. After downloading the software, this is how everything shall look. What you have to do is click on Files, go to Examples, Basics, and open Blink. It will open in a new tab. As you can see, all the program, all the stuff, etc. is written over here. Void setup and void loop. as we have already connected the Arduino Uno board to our PC, the next thing we have to do is click on tools and select Arduino Uno as the board, and again go to tools, port, and here COM8 Arduino Uno is written, where on the representative port COM8, it can be of any COM, the Arduino should be available, and we have to select the port with the name Arduino Uno. And right down over here you can see that Arduino Uno is available on COM8. Now you just have to click on upload, and it will say compiling sketch. For the first time it will take a long time, but mine is the older version, it is the latest version, but I am using it for a long period of time, so it will go pretty fast. As you can see, compiling sketch is about done, and it will say it takes about 30 to 40 seconds for it to upload, and it has already been uploaded. Let us head down to the Arduino Uno board to check out what has just happened. Now as you can see, the program is uploaded, and this LED which is present right now on the 13th pin, which is the digital pin of the Arduino board, is blinking. So basically the program is working. So now let me explain how the program really works. So now after we open the program, here it is written as void setup. In void setup, it is a program which should run once. So like telling the Arduino that a certain pin should give out some certain voltage, or it should be ground. So here it is written as pin mode LED built-in output. So LED built-in is referring to the orange LED which is blinking on the Arduino board, whereas output is referring as the LED is taking voltage, or the LED is blinking, which means the LED is giving out light. If it was written as input, which means the LED will not blink, but the 13th pin, or where the LED is placed, will take in data through any other sensors. Now here it is written as void loop. Whatever happens in void loops is just going in circles again and again. So like it is in a loop. So it is stating that digital write LED built-in high. So first thing it is doing is that LED built-in, the positive terminal of the LED is on 13. So it is turning it high, or giving it 3 volts, 5 volts. High means 5 volts. Then it is giving a delay of 1 second. Here it is written 1000. It is written in milliseconds. So 1000 milliseconds are 1 second. And then it is stating the LED built-in should be turned low, which means the positive terminal should not get 5 volts but should get 0 volts. And again it states that delay 1 second. And this will go a continuous loop forever and forever till the board is powered. Now I will show you what happens if we change the things. If I wrote 8 seconds, no, let me just put it down, 4 seconds, and over here if I wrote 4 seconds, and now if I upload it, it will go smoothly, there won't be any problems. So as you can see, compiling sketch, uploading, and done uploading. Now if head on to our Arduino board, we should see some changes. Now whenever I plug in the Arduino board, you can see that this LED will turn on, it will stay turned on for 4 seconds, and it will go off. Now after 4 seconds it will again turn on. Now see, so it's going in the complete loop. So now I am going to teach you how to turn this LED into blinking a normal LED which we have. So let me just bring that LED. Alright, so now I have this LED. As we can see, this is the positive terminal, where this is the negative terminal. Now if I put the positive terminal in, we say pin 12, and the negative terminal in pin ground, the LED is not working because you have to type in some programs in the Arduino software for it to work. So let us head on to the PC. Now we are on the PC. So first things first, pin mode LED built-in should be removed, and in place of LED built-in, the pin to which the positive terminal of the LED's place should be written. For me, it is written as 12, and over here also it should be removed and written 12 high, and again remove this thing and write 12 low, and let us upload the program. As you can see, compiling sketch, uploading, and done uploading. Now let us head on to the Arduino board. Now as you can see that the LED is placed on 12 and ground, and it is blinking for 4 seconds and just going off 4 seconds, again turning on in 4 seconds, and it will perform in a complete loop till it stops. So now let me teach you how to, because we are writing the number 12, which can get a little problematic when you are writing a big program. So let me show you how to make it short and write a name for it. Now I have just removed the text above here. It was not any programming. For example, if I do // and write anything, for example, hi, this won't be used as a program. It will be like a comment on the Arduino to let people know. For example, over here, this / and then there are texts which tell us that this will turn the LED on, or high is the voltage level. So now over here what we have to do is write int or integer, and let me type the name LED1 and put is equal to sign and write the name 12 and write parentheses. Parentheses are things, for example, a dot is there and a comma is below for the people who don't know. Then over here we can write LED1 high, and also can write LED1 low, and over here also you should write LED1. And what this thing does is that it usually reduces the workload on people. For example, if I'm writing a long code and if I wrote 12, 11, 13, 14, then it will be a big mess for me to write the numbers again and again and check them again and again. So if I gave a name, so I will know that LED is on 12, so it will reduce the workload. Now let me upload. It will say compiling sketch, then uploading, and it will be done. And as you can see, there won't be any big errors. After uploading the program, as you can see, there are no problems. Everything just works fine. So this will be a big Arduino Uno series in which I will tell you guys everything about Arduino boards, how to use the sensors, digital outputs, analog inputs, power modes, reset button. This is the reset button. So if I just press it once, the program gets resetted and it will begin from starting. For example, digital red LED high. So even if the LED is off, let me show you. And now let me just press the button. LED blinks thrice and the program is resetted. Nothing happens, the program doesn't go away. Everything, it just refreshes the board so that it can just work fine. Now hope you guys enjoy this video. Stay tuned for the next episode, and in which I will show you dudes how to use a sensor. For example, I'm going to show you how to use this. This is a OLED display 0.91 inch, and I will show you how to use it with Arduino Uno board to type in hello world, or you can just use it to print some text, then show some videos, not the big videos, for example some characters, triangles, circles, etc. Stay tuned for that video, and I will see you guys next time.